Hey yogis! Great work getting to your mat today. Now I invite you to continue to practice discipline through your practice today. Discipline, the definition I like, is doing the right thing in the moment. So as you practice, continue to ask yourself in each moment, is this what I'm doing right now helping me or harming me? Is how I'm moving, is how I'm thinking, is how I'm being right here and now helping me or harming me? And then do the right thing, the one that serves your highest good and ultimately all benefit. Discipline, do the right thing in the moment. All right, let's do this. Starting on your back today, lying down on your back. Place your feet about hip distance apart on your mat. Maybe a little bit wider. And let your knees fall into rest against each other. And rest your hands on your belly. And take 5 breaths here, about 5. Let your belly rise up into your hands as you inhale. And soften down as you exhale. Allowing your belly to be soft and fill with your breath as you breathe in. And sink down as you breathe out. Just a few more like that. Breathing into the belly, your body resting on the earth. About 1 more. Strong muscles can also let go and soften. It is a practice. Continue to breathe. Open up your knees. Feet hip distance apart. Interlace your hands behind your head. Head heavy in your hands. As you exhale, head and shoulder blades lift up off of the earth. Keep your feet down for a couple breaths and your shoulder blades lifted for a couple breaths. As you lift your shoulder blades, draw your belly button down towards the spine and let your head rest heavy in your hands. Cultivating some fire in your belly, in your core. Shoulder blades are lifting high, but what can you soften and let go of here? Maybe tension in the face or in the hip flexors. 1 more breath. And lower down. Feet can stay down or lift your feet up, stacking your knees right over your hips. Exhale, head and shoulder blades lift up. Hold up again. Take a breath in and exhale, twist to your right. Left leg can go out long. Inhale to center, bring your knee in. Exhale, twist to the left, right leg out. Inhale to center. Keep going like that. Exhale, twist. And inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Keep going. If you haven't started your playlist, by all means, you can push play if you want some tunes. A few more to each side. Noticing what you're doing when you're doing it. Can you keep the work in your core? Change it up if you need to. Couple more to each side. About 1 more to each side. Finishing up on the left. Lower your head down, legs up, hands come underneath you, palms face down. Legs straight up. Exhale, lower your legs toward the earth. Pay attention to where you feel the work. Keep it in your core. If it goes into your back, don't lower your legs so low. Head and shoulder blades can lift if you'd like. And then pulse your legs up and down for 10, 9, still breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, stay up and flutter the legs for 10. Keep your legs long, jaw soft, belly button drawing down. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, low belly drawing in, and 1. Head down, knees into your chest. Rock yourself up to a seat. Navasana, boat pose. Hands underneath your legs. Shin bones parallel-ish with the earth. Maybe your legs are straight. And then low belly draws in. Maybe arms alongside your legs. Just breathing here. Just breathing, shoulders spacious and face soft. And the right amount of effort for you today. Hands can come behind you or keep them alongside you. Inhale, open your boat. Just 5. Exhale, close it. Inhale, open. Close. Keep breathing. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last couple. One more. And up. Lower your feet down, soles of the feet together. Knees open. Baddha Konasana. You can take hold of your feet. Sit tall. Maybe fold forward if the spine can stay long, the heart open. Elbows perhaps make contact with your inner thighs, gently press down. And as the knees, the thigh bones, make their way toward the earth, press your feet together so there's some muscle energy. Take 2 more breaths here. One more breath here. And come back up. Feet on the earth, cross your ankles. Downward facing dog, rock forward. Lift your hands and step your feet back. Downward facing dog. Move around in dog. You got a few breaths here. You can bend one knee then the other. It looks great. Yeah, move around. Breathe in it, feel it. What's going on in there today? Couple more breaths. Checking in to your practice and to your body with curiosity and kindness and compassion and, yes, discipline. Last breath here. Downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide, hips high. Inhale, plank, shoulders right over your wrists. Couple of breaths. With the heart open in between your shoulders. And press your hands down. Draw your belly button up towards the spine. Gaze is slightly forward, not too far forward. And then it pinches the neck. And not down, because then you can't use the shoulders in the most integrated and efficient way. One more here. Lower all the way to the earth. Cobra, inhale, curl your chest up. Child's pose, sit your hips back onto your heels. And make your way to downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale, hips reach back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower, all the way down. Inhale, cobra, shoulders away from your ears. Child's pose, sit your hips back. Downward facing dog. Fluid and rhythmic movements. One more. Do the breath out. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Take your time with it. Ride the breath. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Notice the breath moving all the way out. On your inhale, lift your right leg. Reach it up high. Spread your toes. You can roll your ankle. Keep your left heel reaching toward the mat for the grounded foot. Your hands evenly pressing down and forward. On your next exhale, bring your knee into your nose. Round your spine like cat. Draw your belly button up. Inhale, down dog. Right leg up. 2 more. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, knee into your nose. Hold that. Breathe in. Step forward as you breathe out. Lower your back, knee down. Keep your feet rooted down. Inhale, arms reach up. Any variation with the arms. Few breaths here. Strong legs. Use the fire in your center. Stay connected there. And there can be more lift up through the spine and expansion out through the heart. One more breath. Exhale, hands down to the earth. Downward facing dog. Right leg up and back. Open your hip, bend your knee. Some circles maybe. Straighten your legs, square your hips. Same leg, right knee into your nose. Step forward in between your hands. Come up onto your fingertips, breathe in. As you exhale, straighten your right leg, straight-ish. Keep breathing. In the right leg, straight-ish. Move your hips back. Walk your hands over to the right, to the outside of your right foot. Lift your chest up and out to the right and fold to the outside of your right leg. Couple breaths there. Be so kind to it. Practice that. Doing the right thing in the moment always includes kindness. From my perspective, can be firm kindness for sure. Walk your hands back to center, bend your knee, step back to plank, down dog or chaturanga, cobra or upward facing dog. Use your energy wisely. Downward facing dog. Practice that on your mat. Left leg lifts. Inhale, couple of breaths. Awareness in this moment, in your being. What's it like to be in you right now? What are you noticing? One more. Knee into your nose. Round your spine like cat. Inhale, leg up, downward facing dog. Two more, knee to nose. All the breath out. Inhale, leg up, knee into your nose. Step forward, back knee down, arms reach up. A few breaths here. Back of the spine long. Tailbone lengthens down. And your feet press down. Stay connected to you on your mat in your practice. You deserve that. One more breath here. Hands to the earth. Downward facing dog, left leg up. Open your hip, bend your knee. Maybe some circles. Definitely some fluid and smooth breaths. Straighten your legs, square your hips. Knee into your nose. Step forward. Come up onto your fingertips. Inhale. Straighten your left leg. Exhale. Keep pressing your front foot down. Walk your hands over to the left. Lift your chest up and out to the left and fold. Just 3 breaths there. Right amount of effort. Always a dance. Just like balance. Balance is always a dance, ever moving. It's so dynamic. Walk your hands back to center. Rebend your knees. Step to plank, down dog, or chaturanga. You can always add in a few more chaturangas if you want to. If that feels right for you today. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Knee to your nose. Step forward. Twist open to the right. Keep your left hand down. Right arm reaches up. Big arm span. Maybe even noticing a stretch through your bicep because you're reaching your arms so broadly. Roll to the outer edges of the feet and reach your right arm back. Just a couple of breaths there. Press your feet down. Let it open. Lengthen your hips. Reach your right arm up, lower your hand down. Walk your hands all the way to the back of the mat. Many of you know this flow. It's one of my favorites. Back knee down, arms reach up just for the breath in. Hands to the earth, down dog or vinyasa. Strong and delicate. They can work together. Inhale, left leg lifts. Knee to your nose. Step forward, right hand stays down, twist left. Couple of breaths. Left arm reaches up as you press your right hand down. And roll to the edges of your feet. And stay strong in your right arm. Protect your shoulder. Left arm up, hand to the earth. Bend your knees a lot. Get into your hips that way. Back to the front of the mat. Left knee down. Arms up as you inhale. Hands to the earth. Down dog or vinyasa. Downward facing dog. We're flowing. Inhale, right leg lifts. Knee to nose. Step forward. Twist open to the right. Inhale. Roll to the outer edges of the feet. Exhale. Inhale, arm up. Hand to the earth. Exhale, walk to the back. Right knee down. Arms reach up. Inhale. Hands to the earth. Down dog or vinyasa. Down dog. Breath clears out. Left leg lifts. Knee to nose. Step forward. Twist open to the left. Roll to the edges of the feet. Exhale. Inhale, arm up. Hand to the earth. Stay low. Slide to the front. Back knee down. Arms up. Big breath in. Hands to the earth. Down dog or vinyasa. One more round. If your flow is faster, is slower, that's all right. Right leg lifts. Inhale. Find your rhythm. Step forward that helps you regulate your nervous system. Twist open to the right. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, arm up. Walk to the back. Left toes face the back of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Hands to the earth. Vinyasa. Let the practice open you. Left leg lifts. Knee to your nose, step forward, twist open to the left. Roll to the edges of the feet, exhale. Arm up, inhale, back to the front. Changing it up this time. Inhale, arms reach up. Hands to your heart. Exhale, twist to your right. Left elbow outside of your thigh. Press your palms together. Maybe your back knee lifts. Hips buoyant, and spin your sternum up. Whoa. Any variation with the arms. And breathing. Some energy in your glutes. Keep them active. Sitting bones hug toward one another. Last breath here. Look down, hands to the earth. Lower all the way to the earth. Arms alongside you or interlace your fingers behind you. Push your hips down. Lift everything else up. Locust pose. Shalavasana. Let the chest open and strengthen the back of your heart and your spine, your inner thighs, and your hamstrings. Lift them up. One more breath there. Lower down, exhale. Hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Press up to plank and back to downward facing dog. Let the breath empty out. Be in this down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Knee to your nose, step forward. Back knee touches down, arms reach up. Hands to your heart, twist to your left. Elbow outside of the thigh. Different side. Where does this side want to go? Where's the best position, posturing? On this side. You can lift your knee. Strong legs. Get the back leg straight. Straight as you can if you lift the knee. And outer left hip wraps down and hugs in towards your midline as you spin your heart up. Maybe the arms open up. Twisting all the way through your spine. Last breath. Good work. Look down, lower your hands down. And all the way onto your belly. Nice. Shalabhasana, round 2. You are in Shalabhasana. One more breath. And release. Hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Press up to plank. Nice. And back to downward facing dog. Whew, so good to see you. Plank as you inhale. Side plank, right hand is your base. Right hand is your base. Strong right arm, press your hand down. Big arm span. Lower your left forearm down to the mat. You can turn the forearm so it's parallel with the top edge of your mat and come into forearm side plank. Keep your hips lifted and your legs strong. You need your core here. And this is a balancing pose. They all are. Lower your right forearm down, forearm plank. Turn the forearms parallel with each other, or elbows underneath your shoulders, interlace your fingers. And breathe. Just a few more. Left hand on the mat, right hand on the mat, back up to plank, down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to your right shoulder. Inhale, down dog, right leg up. Exhale, over to the left elbow or armpit. Inhale, down dog, right leg up. Slow it all down. Knee into your nose. Step forward. Turn your back foot down, warrior 2. Windmill your arms up. 5 breaths, warrior 2. 5 breaths. Reach out through your arms. That's 2. And how are your shoulders? Last couple breaths. What are you looking at? Is it serving you? Turn your right palm up, reverse warrior. Can always change what you look at. With the right side of your waist open and keep your knee over the ankle in the front. Extended side angle. Maybe arm to the inside of your knee today, hovering your right hand above the earth. Right hip slides underneath the left. Left arm reaches up, maybe at a diagonal. Strong legs. Press your back foot away from you. Last 2 breaths. One more. Warrior 2. Hands to the earth. Down dog or vinyasa. Lift your sternum up. Peel the fronts of the shoulders open. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Side plank. Left hand is your base. You can be on your forearm or your knee if that's a better place for you to be. And keep your quads engaged. Your core strong. And yeah, it's work. There's effort. You're not adding to your suffering in life. You're building strength. So shape it to be that way. Right forearm down. Maybe parallel to the front. And it's all a practice, just waking up to what we're doing, when we're doing it. Forearm plank. And is it serving? Is it helping me or harming me? Long, slow breaths here, just 2 more. Maybe a longer exhale, if you can, then inhale. One more. Up to plank, right hand first. Woo, down dog or vinyasa. Flow. Move it through you. Left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to your left shoulder. Same thing on this side. Down dog, leg up. Knee to your right, way across the body. Inhale, leg up. Knee to your nose, step forward. Back foot turns down. Warrior two, reach your arms out. Just 5. You can move your arms. Maybe get a stretch through the neck by bringing your right ear closer toward your right shoulder. Last couple breaths. What do you need here? Reverse warrior. Hand is light on the back leg. Final breath. Extended side angle. Maybe the left hand hovers. It's hard. My legs start shaking, but it also feels good. I know it's right today. Feels good to be in my body. It calls me to the present moment. Almost there. Spin the heart up. Warrior two. Hands to the earth, either side of your front foot. Down dog or vinyasa. Up dog. Still strong in your core. Downward facing dog. Breath in and out. Inhale, right leg lifts. Knee to your nose. Step forward, warrior two. Flow the first part. Exhale in warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Triangle pose. I like a shorter stance. Keep your legs strong. Reach forward. Way out and down. Right hand can be on the shin. Water bottle. Maybe you have some blocks. But press it into something. Press your right hand into something. And then lift the left hand up. One more breath there. Right hip under the left. Press into your feet. Rise back up. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the earth. Down dog, right leg up and back. Open your hip, bend your knee. Maybe flip your dog. Right foot can land behind you. Hips press up. I like my left leg straight. Maybe right hand behind your head, supporting it. And then lifting your rib cage up. Back around to downward facing dog. Right leg stays lifted. Right leg lifted. Right knee to your nose. Step your right foot forward. Warrior three with your hands down on the earth. Left leg lifts up and press your left foot back. Press your left foot back. Be long through the leg. You're creating it. You're creating the shape, the art. Involve as much of you as you can be aware of. Soften your right knee and come all the way up to stand. Bring your left knee up so your left foot doesn't touch the earth. And reach your arms up. Yeah, exhale, twist to your left. Right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. Maybe take hold of your left thigh or foot. Keep reaching back through your left arm and press your left foot forward. Ooh. If we get too rigid, it crumbles so that there's just the right amount of effort and a little dance all throughout it. Rebend your knee, arms reach up, keep your foot up. Warrior 3, tip forward. Oh yes. Warrior 3. Revolved half moon, right hand to your right hip. Keep your hips lifted and twist open to the right. Left foot presses back. Right arm can reach up. Open, open, and press your foot back. One more. Lower your right hand down, left leg up as high as you can. Tuck your left knee in behind your right and have a seat down on the mat. Right hand behind you, left arm up, inhale. And twist to your right as you exhale. Forearm or elbow can be around the knee. And work with it. That's discipline. Work with it. Not fighting it, forcing it. Work with it, right on top of your sitting bones. Spin the heart open, final breath. Left hand takes hold of your right foot. Stay in your twist. So left hand, right foot. Start to straighten your right leg out. Right leg parallel with the long right edge of your mat. And reach your right arm back if you'd like. Press your foot into your hand. And breathe. One more. And back to center. Right foot outside of your left thigh where you found it. Counter twist to your left. And keep twisting to the left. Hands will be at the back of your mat. Downward facing dog. Vinyasa if you would like. Maybe some extra chaturangas. Downward facing dog. Same thing on this side. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Knee into your nose. Step forward. Warrior 2 as you breathe in. Hold warrior 2 on the breath out. Reverse warrior inhale. Extended side angle exhale. Warrior 2. Straighten your left leg. Triangle pose. Reach forward. Stay long on the sides of your waist and lower your left hand down to your shin or the earth or something and press it into something as you root your feet down and keep the muscles of your legs hugging the bones of your legs. Roll the shoulders back. Take one more breath. Strong in your center, rise up. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the earth. Down dog, left leg up. Open your hip, bend your knee. You can flip your dog around if you'd like. Foot lands behind you. Your hips press up. Your ribs lift up. What's opening? What feels good? Where does it feel good in you? Downward facing dog, left leg up. Knee into your nose. Warrior 3 with your hands down. Hands walk forward, right leg lifts. Be long and big. Soften your left knee, rise up to stand. Bring your right knee up with you. Reach your arms up. Exhale, twist to your right. Right arm goes back, left arm forward, and maybe find your left hand on your right thigh or foot. And maybe straightening, straight-ish right leg. Definitely keep your left leg straight. And use the reach of your right arm back to help you balance, to help you steady. Still a dance in steadiness. Whoa, yeah, definitely. Okay, come back to center. Arms up, warrior 3. Find that first. Revolved half moon. Left hand on your left hip, lengthen, inhale, and then twist. Press your foot back, spread your toes, maybe reach your arm up, and take a couple breaths. Sometimes I like to bend my left knee a little bit, make sure my hips are as level as possible, and then work to straighten my left leg. Almost there. Lower your left hand down. Right leg up as high as you can. Right knee tucks in behind your left. Have a seat. Left hand behind you. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, twist to your left. Find your sitting bones. And keep opening. Strong spine, open heart. Discipline, doing the right thing in this moment. Different for each and every one of us most of the time. Right hand takes hold of your foot, left foot, and start to lengthen it out, straighten it out. It's okay if it doesn't get straight. Maybe your left hand on the earth behind you for support, or reach it back. Press your foot forward. Final breath there. Lower your foot down. Outside of your right thigh. Counter twist to the right. And then untwist. Hands back to the front. Downward facing dog. Vinyasa if you'd like. Chaturanga. Elbows don't touch your rib cage. They point out a little bit. An angle, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to your right shoulder. Step outside of your right hand. Lower your back knee down, right hand on your thigh. Twist open to the right. Lots of options here. You can lift your back foot and take hold of it. Or maybe both hands down on the earth, or forearms. And the heart melting toward the earth. Maybe a little bit of both. Here for a few more breaths. Let the breath nourish you. Receiving it in and exhaling it all the way out. Last one. Release your foot, lower your hand down. Take your time, back knee lifts. Step back to plank. Slow motion, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Round of breath here. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to your left shoulder. Step outside of your hand. Lower your back knee. Left hand on your thigh. And twist open. And maybe you go some place a little different on this side. And lift your back foot. You are exploring your being, all parts of you welcome and invited to the practice. And we always remember that. That's what it's about, receiving all parts of ourselves and all beings into this. Step to plank. Slow it down. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plank pose, inhale. Side plank. Right hand is your base. You can lower a knee if you would like to at any time. Maybe lift your left leg. Maybe left heel towards your butt. Maybe you find your foot or your ankle with your left hand and then kick your foot back behind you and press your hips forward. And your core is strong. And all things that have come before this have prepared you for this. Everything we've done on the mat today and even before that. Last breath here. And release your foot. Hand to the mat, down dog or vinyasa.
Downward facing dog, breath out. Inhale, plank. Side plank, left hand is your base. And then add on, if you'd like. Right foot can lift, heel towards your butt. Maybe you find your foot and kick it back as you press your hips forward and breathe and dance in and out of it. Part of balance is falling out of it to come back into it. It's always moving. Where is the center point of this posture? Release your foot, hand down, vinyasa. Downward facing dog one. More back bend. Look forward, bend your knees, come to a seat right between your hands and roll all the way down onto your back. Feet on the earth, hip distance apart. Bridge or wheel. 10 breaths. Can change it at any time. Always freedom to change. Here we go. Exhale, breath up, hips lift. If you're going to wheel, you can bring your hands up by your ears and press everything up. If you're in bridge, root your upper arm bones down. Maybe walk them closer together under you and interlace your fingers behind you. That is okay in your body. About 7 breaths left. Continue to open the heart. Continue to stay connected in your core, strong in your body. Continue to practice discipline. Last few breaths. Discipline that's wrapped in compassion and kindness and serves your highest. You deserve that. One more breath. And roll all the way down. Top, middle, lower spine to the earth. Soles of the feet together, knees open. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. 5 breaths here. And just like in the very beginning of class, can you notice your belly rise and fall as you breathe in and out? Just a few more here. Two more. Let the body sink as the breath moves out. Last breath. Hands to the legs, close them up. Hug your knees in, rock yourself up. Plant your hands at the top, down dog. Maybe a vinyasa. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, pigeon. Place your shin bone at the top. Root your foot down. I like to keep my back toes under, especially when I first come into it. Try to keep the hips level. You can always put a pillow or a blanket underneath your right hip and then find your best stretch. We're almost there. Sometimes this part of the practice for me, the ending, requires the most discipline, the most effort for me to stay in the present moment. My mind likes to journey off, continue into the next thing it's arriving in my day. So often my work, my discipline here is about staying here. When I notice my mind has gone on to the next thing, I notice and then bring it back to here. Just a few more breaths right here, and it's okay. It's okay if the mind wanders, it's part of it. experienced in my own practice, that with practice I get better at noticing when it's gone somewhere unproductive, and better at bringing it back to something that is productive. Last couple breaths. It's so cool. The fruits, the benefits of the practice over time reveal themselves. Okay, walk your hands in. Down dog, vinyasa if you'd like. Other side, left leg lifts. Pigeon, place your shin bone. Back toes tuck. If you like that. Try to guide the hips to point forward, and then maybe hands walk forward. And can you stay here? Stay in the yoga. You can do something different with the pose, but can you stay in this practice with deliberate attention to the present moment? Stay right here, just a few more breaths with an open heart. The fluid breath. And maybe even tend to nourish some part inside of you. It's calling out. Last couple. Walk your hands back in, sit over to your left hip and swing your right leg around. Roll all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Make a few circles in both directions. Let your knees fall to the right. Twist open to the left. Any variation with your arm. And maybe a light right hand on your left leg. And let gravity do a lot of the work here. Allow it. And knees up through center over to the other side. Left hand can gently rest on your right leg, encouraging the legs down and gravity. Let it help us soften and surrender. Knees up to center. One more hug in. Wrap your arms around your legs. Any other finishing poses? You can stop there and make your way into Shavasana. Maybe some discipline also needed here. What's right for you right here? Can you rest for just a couple of minutes? Practice softening your body. Practice setting something down by way of the body. Releasing. Just a couple minutes.